Great to see everybody. As Dave said, my name's Stewart. We run as Enzino business together with my partner Sylvia, who, if we'd have carried on, would still be talking now, no doubt. So thanks, Dave, for controlling that, and no doubt I'll get into trouble for that one later as well. So first of all, what I'd just like to say is, has everybody got a pen and paper? Because this is, if this is your first week or your first month in the business, this is where the rubber meets the road, guys. You've all made the decision to join Enzino, to start your own business, to basically change your life. So first thing all, has everybody got pen and paper? Because as a mentor of mine always says, a short pencil is a lot better than a long memory. And for anybody out there that's got children, I'm sure everybody will relate to this one. How many times do you like being asked the same question, parents out there? Yeah, we're all sponsors. We love bringing new people into the business. We love answering the questions. We love answering the queries. But we're also all grown adults. So if you're asking the same question 5 times, please do not get offended if your sponsor says to you, I've answered this question 5 times. I don't do this for my kids. So we're all grown ups, we're all adults. We've all got a pen. I've even got a pen. I've made my notes, but I've still got a pen in my hand. So let's crack on. So rubber meets the road. Let's get on with this. So tonight I am going to cover all the communication links that you've got within Enzino, within your sponsor, within the team, within the business as a whole. I'm going to give you a quick overview of the back office, because that is a daunting thing if you've never looked into one of these sort of systems. I'm then going to cover a little bit about the Express Start book. So if you've been in the business and you've received your pack, you'll have one of these. If you haven't received one of these yet, you will be chomping at the bit to receive this, because this is a great A5, super little book. But I'll show you a secret trick as to how you can get the information out of that before you receive your pack within the back office. And then we'll go through the Smart Bronze, the Fast Silver, and the XT Express bonuses. So that's what we're going to cover. Where do we start? First of all, you should, if you are a new Team Enzino business owner, have received a welcome message from your sponsor. If you haven't, we're going to cover that anyway, but if you haven't, just get back to your sponsor. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to be sharing my screen on and off. So I'm going to introduce you to a few different things. If you haven't received this, get back in touch with your sponsor, because what you're looking for is you want somebody to help you, not somebody just to recruit you and then find and forget you. So we're all in this together. Bear with me a second. I'm going to bring this up. Share the screen. Can everybody see that? We should have Team Enzino on there. First of all, I'd like to thank, I'm going to give a shout out to some of the partners in the team, because the simple fact is, this is not put together by Enzino, the company. This is put together by members of the team. Also, the Google Calendar that I'm about to mention is put together by members of the team. So we're all in this together. Everybody says team, together everyone achieves more. I always say wait. We're all in this together. So let's muck in. So first of all, if you haven't done this already, this is your first piece of homework. Really, really important. When you receive this link, if you haven't got the Linktree link, you should hopefully be able to see it on the top of the screen. Write it down, have a look at it later. Click on here, welcome to Team Enzino UK. That's a short video. You will also see down here a Smart Bronze, Fast Silver, and X Team Express. This is a short video by Hilda, who is one of the founders. Am I right in saying that, Dave? She's one of the founders of the business. Yeah, one of the founders of the business, who goes through a very short overview of the Smart Bronze, Fast Silver, and X Team Express. And to be honest with you, one of the best points that you really need to do is this point here. It's how to set up your Google Calendar. If you've not got a Google Calendar, I suggest you get one straight away. It all links to a Gmail account. Once you've set up a Gmail account, you've gone into Google Calendar. If you haven't done so before, just click on this video. What it'll do is it'll take you through some very, very basic fundamental stages of how you can link all of these sort of events straight into your Google Calendar, so you've got no excuse when you don't show up. They're all in there, every last one of them. So you could never turn around and say to your sponsor, oh, I didn't know there was something on then. You do know something's on because you've set up the Google Calendar. Every event is in there, including this one, any of the business presentations, any of the product presentations. So if you've got a prospect that's looking to either join the business or looking at the products, the support's there all the time. Be really, really aware of that, guys. Okay, the support is there. Don't think you're in this on your own. Next thing I want to cover basically is the One Mundo website. So I can do it from here. OneMundo.com. This is the Team One Mundo website put together by Marco Passanante, who won't be joining us tonight, I presume, because it's his birthday today. So big shout out to Marco. We won't be expecting that one, and that's just screwed up Dave's plans of putting this onto YouTube. But there you go. I had to mention it. I couldn't not mention it. So within the One Mundo website, you'll see at the top here, login. If you click on that and cross your fingers, the very first thing you see is a getting started training. So this again is another 22 minutes of somebody else going through what you should be doing within your first day, within your first week, within your first month within Zinzino. The best way to start a business is or the best way to get an aircraft off the ground. That's an analogy. How does an aircraft get off the ground with full power? You don't sort of tootle along. If the pilot was there on sort of like quarter throttle, you'll never get off the ground. If you want your Zinzino business to get off the ground, you've got to give it full power. And that's what we're going to go through tonight. Okay? So after that, what have we got? I'll stop sharing now for a second. Stop sharing. Okay, guys. The other things you need to be aware of is we have several social media links. Now, hopefully, your sponsors will have linked you up to these. We have a One Mundo Facebook page. We have a One Mundo WhatsApp group. So again, even if you don't have the Google Calendar, you will get reminders on the WhatsApp group of every event that's going on. The idea is not to swamp you with too much information, but to make sure that if you're available for these events, then you can do them. Okay? So give me 1 second. Just turn that off. Next thing, ask your sponsor. As you said, ask your sponsor. If you're not into those groups, ask your sponsor. They will get you into them. And on the back of that, the last thing, of course, is you pay for a Zinzino for free subscription each month. The reason for that is that there are a number of apps included within your subscription. If you don't use your apps, you're missing out, guys. Seriously missing out. So you have 3 apps. You have the GoCore app, which is, how can I put this? Hundreds of thousands of euros, dollars, pounds worth of personal development training free on this. Yeah, it is there, just to hand. When you've got half an hour, if you're in the car, just hook it up to your Bluetooth. Just start listening to stuff, which will go through a little bit later on about personal development, because being in Zinzino, being in this industry, it's a great, great tool to build your own personal development. So that's a GoCore app. Zinzino Mobile, if you're looking to post things on social media, all the posts are there for you. There's been so much done that it's incredible. One of the reasons we joined the business, and a little bit of our background I'll go to in a couple of minutes, but that is a key tool for you. It's also got what's known as a CRM system within it, which is customer relationship management, if you've never dealt with those sort of things before. Many people get in touch with somebody and they'll write their name down on a piece of paper. Tell me who has or hasn't done that. Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, Jim, just spoke to you. You put the piece of paper down. Do you ever get back to that piece of paper? No. What you'll find is it'll get hidden under 50 other pieces of paper. By the time you get to Jim at the bottom of that pile, Jim's already bought a product. Jim's already joined a business. Jim doesn't live there anymore. So the CRM system will keep you up to date. It's like, anybody remembers Pinocchio and Disney? It's your Jiminy Cricket on your shoulder. It will keep reminding you to get in touch with people. All right. The last thing, which I've got to show you because I'm quite proud of this myself, is the Zinzino Balance. Zinzino Balance. Everybody got Zinzino Balance on their phones yet? If not, get it on your phone. A little bit of background. I'm from Yorkshire, short arms, deep pockets. Yeah, look where I am, Dave. I am one step away from going to the first place. What does this actually mean? What it means is over time, you will end up getting your postage free for your own Zinzino products. Yeah, brilliant thing to tell. Great stuff. It also means it's a great close when you're talking to a potential customer about the product and they say, oh, I'm going to have to pay postage all the time, aren't I? Well, not if you take the product. And by the way, there is a sneaky secret to the app. If you do 7,000 steps a day, you get an extra point, which also means Zinzino's not only supplying your product, it's making you fitter. So being the Yorkshireman that I am, I started the app about a week ago and I've been on a treadmill for the last 15 hours. No, I'm only joking. But 7,000 steps, extra point, happy days. All these tools are there for you. All right, so don't miss out on those. One final point, in the Facebook group and in the One Mundo website, you will also find a business launch PDF. Yet again, another tool that you can print off, and all you need to do then is just tick the boxes as you go through the things. All right. So a little bit of 2 minutes about our background, just so you understand where we've come from, why we do what we do. Dave mentioned it before. There's a little bit more background to it than that. Basically, my partner Sylvia, who some of you have already heard and seen earlier, Sylvia's been self-employed since she left school, basically. She has always been self-employed. She's a skin specialist. That's why I look the way I look. I'm actually 95, but she's done a pretty good job on me. And myself, I've always been Mr. Corporate guy. My background is engineering in the UK. Before we left the UK, I was managing the site that manufactures, everybody knows WD-40? Yeah, if it's stuck, spray it on. If it's broken, use gaffer tape. Well, the WD-40, I actually managed a site in the UK which had the contract for Europe for WD-40, which might not sound a lot, but we're building things from the little 15mm cans up to the 60-gallon drums for the Swedish timber industry. At that point, one moment, I woke up one day and didn't know what colour pair of socks to put on. Totally blown out. That was some 20 years ago. Moved to Spain. Was working in real estate for 17 years and suddenly realized, why am I helping other people live their dreams? Why am I putting the money in their pockets, to the point where the last company I worked for, one of the owners turned around to me one day and said, I should be grateful. This is the person I'd moved up from one of the coast to another coast, turned their family business of 2 people and 1 son into a 3-office, 18 people business, selling 13 to 18 properties a month from 2 or 3 properties a month, and I should be grateful. Well, that was my turning point. From then, I've been involved in network marketing in the past indirectly. I've had partners that have been involved on and off. So we decided, Sylvia had heard about a product within the industry which is very, very good for health, but is very, very difficult as far as illegalities are concerned. We thought, sod it, how's the best way to get this into the market? And we created our own network marketing company. We didn't join one, we decided to create one. Talk about fire and brimstone for 3 years. We know the pain. believe me, we know the pain right from the word go. You will, during your network marketing career, I've got some of the older guys on there and some people that have just started, you will have ups and downs. Believe me, creating and trying to run your own network marketing business, the ups and downs are like 1 in 1 and 1 in 1 both directions. Great fun. But we realized last year, Sylvia was talking to Shan, totally in secret to me, got on the product, totally in secret to me. And 4 months later, I'm sure she won't mind me telling you this, she was actually going through the menopause. Syl's one of these people, a bit like Shan, when she walked into the room lights up. Light had gone out, basically. And we were struggling on, and she got into it. And after 3 months, I actually turned around and I said, Sil, where are you getting your energy from? You're peeing me off. She had that much energy. But on the flip side, I'd been looking for another, in England, we say you have more than one string to your bow. I was putting strings on a harp, given how the world was. I was searching for another string to the harp. Coincidentally, I started talking to Dave. Totally coincidence, the relationship between Dave and Shan and me and Sil, and the rest, as I say, is history. We joined the business in January of this year, so we're only 3 months in. We hit gold in the first month, and the rest is history. So it can be done. It's very, very easy to be successful in Zinzino. It's also very easy to not be successful in Zinzino. That's not down to the business. It's not down to your sponsor. That's down to just you guys. All right. So that's a bit of background about us. Moving on, let's get straight into the nitty gritty. But what I want to do is throw a bit of an analogy out there, because there are two ways of starting a network marketing business. The easy way and the hard way. And how I put that into perspective is, imagine a Eurofighter Typhoon fast jet pilot. On day one, the Air Force decide to throw 15 manuals at him, give him the keys to 110 million pounds worth of jet and let him take off. Does that happen? No. Because everybody's taxes would be a hell of a lot more, because there'd be a lot of crashed Eurofighter jets at 110 million pounds a pop. This is just the same. This might sound daft, but no, their first day is spent sat in a classroom, looking at a blackboard, learning the principles of flight. They get the fundamentals down. If they don't understand that if you push a joystick forward, the plane goes down, you pull the joystick back, the plane goes up, left, right, rudder pedals, all the instruments, there's no way they are going to get anywhere near the chance to even clean the windscreen of a Eurofighter Typhoon. This is exactly the same. If you want to spend hours and hours looking through the compensation plan, being able to quote the product details of every single product in the catalog, learning 26 pages of the 10 different ways that we can get paid within this amazing compensation plan, you can do that. But at the end of 3 months, you will earn precisely nothing, because you've got to take action. And the fast start is all about teaching you the fundamentals, holding you by the hand and getting you through that fast start. So first 30 days, you mastered the fundamentals, and I am sure that everybody that's the trainee pilots on this Zoom will be joining the jet jockeys that are also on this Zoom. All right, it's possible, it can be done, we can all do it, but it's down to one person, and that's yourself. So moving on, let's go back to sharing the screen. Bear with me 1 second while I do this and I do this. One thing that everybody will tell you, luckily it's signed out anyway, the sign out time on the Zinzino website is very short. Please extend your patience every time you jump out and jump in, but it sure does give you a chance to remember your password. And I got it right. Okay, what I wanted to do is give you a very, very brief overview of your Zinzino back office. When you first look at this and you look down, activation, reporting, finance, oh my God, what have I done? How do I do this? I don't do this at home. My finances are in a little book. That's for my gas, that's for my electric. Take a step back, take a deep breath, and don't worry about it. All I'm going to go through tonight, and all you really need to know, is this point here, the file library. In the file library, if you click on there, hopefully my computer will work now, you'll see tons and tons of information. Again, don't worry about the tons and tons of information. All I would ask you to do is click on partner material, and within partner material, in the language, bear with me a second, because we're based in Spain, all computers think that we speak Spanish because of the IP address, but I'll just change it to English. You can see all the different languages there. If you've not done this before, you've got maybe 20 different languages, which means you can create a worldwide business, which is again one of the reasons why we jumped on board. And straight away here, if we look down, Express Start. So I mentioned this earlier. If you haven't received this yet, you can actually get it through here, through the Express Start. Now, within the Express Start, there are a number of things which will really help you step by step get into the business. What I'm going to do is I'm going to talk you through it tonight, make a few notes, then you can refer back to your Express Start. But the key thing now is, I say to a lot of people a lot of times when I've done a lot of these things in the past, we've all got 2 ears and 1 mouth. So it's time to really listen up, pick up your pen, and we're going to go through what you really need to do. So the very first thing is, you've joined this business. This is your business. How much time are you going to commit to your business? You really need to understand that yourselves. There is a page in the book where you can go through, where it goes through your agenda. You're actually going to get to know Google Calendar if you don't know it already, but commit time to the business. Even if it's an hour a day. An hour a day is 7 hours a week. 7 hours a week is 280 hours a month. Have a couple of days off. You can soon do the math, but when you're doing your Zinzino business, you've got to do the business. It's not an hour of, I'm just going to flick through Facebook. It's an hour of getting stuff done, okay? That's the first thing. You'll see, get the Google Calendar in, you'll see that certain times mapped out for you there anyway. So build around that. The next thing you need to do is, to make money, you need to talk to people. Now, this might sound very, very weird and very, very frightening, but unless you contact people and talk to people, your business won't grow. So the idea is to gather customers and build a team. You can just gather customers if you want within Zinzino. It's a unique part of this company within the industry. How do you do that? You've got to write a list. Now, this might sound very, very fundamental. Don't forget, what are we learning tonight? The fundamentals. You've got to write a list. It might sound boring, it might sound awkward, it might sound like, oh, I'm back at school. Without a list, who are you going to contact? I was listening to somebody today doing a training, and he came with a brilliant analogy, because people say, well, I don't know 100 people. The more people you put on your list, the more successful your business will be. If you can't think of 100 people, let me put this idea very quickly in your head. It's a big birthday. Who's got a big birthday? It's Marco's birthday today. I rang Marco and I said to Marco, if you had the best birthday on the planet, who would be the singer you would invite? Yeah, think of a singer. Bob Dylan. Don't know where that came from, but anyway. And a comedian. Give me the name of a comedian. Yeah, one thinking is just do this yourself in your head all the time. And a comedian, right? Okay, so I'm going to pay for the singer. I'm going to pay for the comedian. Where do you want your birthday party to be? Anywhere in the world. Yeah, let's go to Bora Bora. Long story there. Ask Sylvia about that another time. But yeah, we're in the process of making a unique Bora Bora, but that's another story. All right, so we're going with your singer, your comedian to Bora Bora. I will pay for the champagne. I'll pay for the caviar. I'll pay for everything. But here's the deal. You've got to invite 250 people. Give me a list with the 250 guests you're going to invite. If you only put a list of 249 together, you pay for the lot. I'm a Yorkshireman. I'll put a tenner on the table. You'll give me a list of 250 people. It's that simple, gang. It's that simple. It's not difficult when you put your mind to it. There's even a guide in here to help you. What's the name of your foot masseuse? That was quite scary, actually, because I'm actually coming straight to it. I mean, it's got down to basics. What's the name of the bouncer that kicked you out of the last nightclub you went in? Yeah, just get the names and put them down. Without names, you can't contact people. We're in the world of social media now. Who hasn't got a Facebook account, an Instagram account, a LinkedIn account? TikTok now seems to be coming on board. You've got millions of people you can contact, but without that first list, you will go nowhere within the business. So it's key to write that first list down. If your sponsor is not pestering you for that list, you need to talk to them and say, why aren't you asking me for my list? Get your list done. You've got to get your list done. After that, this is the emotional bit. So everybody get the hankies out because you may need them in 2 minutes. Why are you all here? Serious, dead serious question. Why are you here watching this video? Why have you decided to start a Zinzino business? Okay, I'll give you an answer. I'll do this, but if you can do this, just write down why on your piece of paper and write down the first thing that comes into your head. The majority of people will say things like, I want to pay off my mortgage, I want more money, I want a new car. Yeah. Once you've written that down, what I want you to write down underneath that is why. Why do you want to pay off your mortgage? Why do you want more money? Why do you want a car? And when you've done that, you know what I'm going to say next. Why? The idea of this exercise is to get from here, yeah, this is the first thing. I want to earn more money. This is from your head. You need to get your reason why from your head to your heart. Yeah? Because when you've had that 7th no, your head will say, oh, stuff, this is too much like hard work. No, I'm not doing that. No, it's just not, no, it's not worth it. If it's from the heart, if it's because you want to travel the world with your kids and show them the most amazing time and leave a legacy, you'll take 150 no's. Yeah? That's it. That, for successful people in Zinzino, for successful people in the network marketing industry, you've got to have a powerful why. Otherwise, you will quit. I've got close a couple of times, but then I wrote it down on a piece of paper months ago, and I look at it and I go, yeah, that's why I'm doing it. And the next no, I had to get up and do a little dance. Yes, he said no to me, right? Come on. Who else, who really wants to improve their health? You're going to get no. That's the one thing you've got to realize in this industry, but you've got to have a powerful enough why so that you get over the no's, celebrate them. Yeah. There you go. You put the hankies away now. Right. We're now back to what and how do we do that? So, smart bronze. I'm going to do my best here. This is where you will see my failed drawing skills, hence the reason why I'm good with numbers, but I'm not good with drawing. Bear with me a second. And is that all come up okay? If somebody can give me a thumbs up, that'd be great. Thanks, Dave. Alrighty, so smart bronze, fast silver, X-Team Express. These are all the building blocks. These are, going back to the analogy of the fighter pilot, this is the first time you're going up in a little tandem Cessna learning the controls. You've got your instructor next to you, i.e. your sponsor. Don't think you could do this solo. Please don't do it solo, because you will usually get very upset, very distraught, and you won't be able to crack on. So, smart bronze, here we go. I'm going to apologize now. I'm doing this with a mouse without a co-pilot. So I'm flying solo. Smart bronze, all smart bronze is, in effect, see what I mean? SB. It gets very difficult in our house when we say SB, because I'm Stewart Banks, I've got Sylvia Bowler, and this is smart bronze. It was very difficult the very first month. Alrighty, all you need to do for smart bronze is literally get 4 subscriptions. The keyword here is subscriptions. It's not customers. So you could have Bob down the road who's got arthritis, who's got stomach problems, who can't sleep at night. All of a sudden, you've got a customer there that potentially would benefit from the balance oil, from Xenobiotic, and from Viva. That's 3 subscriptions. 3 subscriptions in one. Yeah, you've got Sue, who is really, really freaked out about COVID and wants to boost her immune system and there you go. There you've got Extend, you've got the balance oil. The balance oil is the key product, guys, all the way through, because bloods don't lie. Men lie. All the women in the house who'll put their hands up and agree to that, yeah? Men lie, don't they? Yeah. Women lie. Yeah. Bloods don't lie. It's that simple. And guess what else don't lie? Numbers. You get 4 subscriptions, you qualify for Smart Bronze. That's 100 points. In Europe, that's 100 euros. I honestly can't tell you what it is everywhere else around the world. There is a divider or a multiplier depending on your currency. But straight away, you've got 100. I'm going to put, does everybody mind if I put 100 euros there, just so it just makes life easier? It is points, but in fact, no, I'll put points. It's just that the euro sign would have been easier than me trying to write points. Apologies for my bad writing. But the point is this, you only need 4 subscriptions. You can get that from 1 person ordering 4 products, 2 people ordering 2 products each, 1 person ordering 4, 1 person ordering 3, and before you get to the 30 days, put 1 in yourself. The math isn't difficult for Smart Bronze. You can't divide 4 by much, yeah? So on the back of that, the key thing with achieving Smart Bronze is it will activate what's known as your mentor bonus. Don't worry about the detail, just learn about this. If you don't get Smart Bronze, you don't get the mentor bonus. End of. Doesn't matter how long you're in Zeno, it is the one chance you get to get a mentor bonus. What that means is you will get a percentage of the sales of the commission value of everybody else that you recruit. No Smart Bronze, no mentor bonus. Yeah? No achievey, no getty. And it's that simple. So that is the key thing with Smart Bronze. If you get to the end of the 30 days and you've only got 2 subscriptions and you're serious about this business, well, to be honest with you, if you're serious about the business, you will smash Smart Bronze in a week. But if you get to that 29th day and you haven't got Smart Bronze, put a subscription in yourself. It will be worth it in the long run. You may be having a bad month. Something might happen. You might go into hospital. God, things happen in life. So if these things happen and they stop you getting the Smart Bronze by doing the work, put a subscription in yourself. That's just a little tip from me to everybody. All right. So you get 100 points, plus don't forget you'll get 10% cash bonus for these subscriptions as well. So ballpark around about 150. Don't quote me on the actual numbers, but focus on getting the Smart Bronze. Fast Silver is the other target in the first month. Now, this is an interesting one because in all the literature, we say recruit 2 people, 2 on your left and 2 on your right. Doesn't mean to say that you've got to do the recruiting. So this is you. You're called Fred Smith. There you go. Fast Silver. Fred Smith from now on. The idea is to build a bit of a team. Now, again, you don't need to build a team if you don't find, if this is sort of against your sort of, oh, I'm not sure about that. Build customers. Your customers will eventually become a team because a lot of your customers will want to know more about the business. But Fred Smith all of a sudden finds there's 125 here on his right-hand side. Where did that come from? That comes from somebody further up here. In fact, it could come from Sylvia Bowler or Smart Bronze. Could come through here and all of a sudden you've got 125 points there. All you need to do is 375 in balance. So that means 250 on one side, 125 on another side. Really easy maths. 2 ultimate packs on one side, 1 ultimate pack on the other side. Or if you're into sales, get the points. You can get the points through your customers. It's a lot harder work, but you'll end up having a lot more customers. Yeah. So that's a Fast Silver, Smart Bronze. Hopefully everybody's got that covered. That is within the first 30 days. I've never tried to delete this. You've got an eraser. That's undo. Clear. There we go. Sorry. Clear all drawings. Right, that was easy. Okay, from the back of that then, the next target is X-Team Express. X-Team Express, we get 60 days to do that. given the fact that we reckon we could do smart bronze in a week or a fortnight, all Next Team expresses, it takes you up to 10 subscriptions. Again, it's subscriptions, it's not customers. See if I can draw here somehow. Don't want an eraser. That's me, I've screwed it up. Sorry guys, due to a technical hitch, as in Stewart doesn't know what he's doing, you can't get rid of the eraser. I'll talk through it, never mind. X-Team Express is just simply building 6 more subscriptions. Once you've got those 10 subscriptions, life becomes easier. But as I said today, that's weird because I didn't do that. As I said today, earlier, we're building on the fundamentals. So it's literally the fundamentals that we're building on. So just move up to getting 10 subscriptions. You've got your sponsor there to help you. Don't have to do it on your own. Dave's got a great way of putting this, and I'm going to quote him here. We always say, me, we, you. When you get your first customer and you don't know what you're doing with it, get them onto a 3-way Zoom with your sponsor. Let them do it for you. Watch them do it. Watch some of the customer presentations and the business presentations. Then you'll do it together, and at some point in the future, you'll be doing it on your own. And you'll be teaching other people. The idea is to duplicate, so keep everything simple. Alrighty? So that's it. That's your first 60 days. The only way you're going to do that is by writing a list, calling people, inviting them to a product presentation or a business presentation, show them the presentation, get them on a 3-way with your sponsor, and the rest will be history. All right? Because at the end of the day, the world needs this. We know the world needs this. Yeah. Who doesn't want a healthier brain, a healthier body, or a healthier bank balance? Just remember 3 B's from now on. Brain, body, bank balance. Who doesn't want to improve that? It's a no-brainer. And as the infamous Mr. Ives always says, is health important to you? I've not met anybody yet that said no to that question. All right. So summing up, I hope that's okay with everybody. That has not been too difficult. But the last thing I want to cover, and it'll only take a couple of minutes, is this. You've studied this now, we've been on here for like 30 minutes. You'll want to dive into some personal development. Half of being successful in network marketing, in Zinzino, in whichever business you want to run yourself, is your own personal development. But imagine that your success is a rowing boat. You have a right oar and you have a left oar. Yeah. You've got the personal development oar and you've got the activity oar. So you've committed to some time. You've committed to, say, 10 hours a week. So 5 hours of that week needs to be personal development, and 5 hours of that week needs to be activity. But don't do it in those lumps. What you need to do is an hour of activity and an hour of personal development. Hour of activity, personal development, because that way then your business will go forwards. I know so many people that love reading books. I know so many people that can quote compensation plans. I know so many people that go round and round and round in circles because they never do the activity. I also know loads of people that go activity, and then complain at the end of 3 months that network marketing is rubbish, Zinzino is rubbish, I can't make any money, because you've not listened to any of the personal development. Learn a skill, take action. Learn a skill, take action, take action, take action. Learn a skill, take action, take action, take action. I've spent 18 hours over this last 3 days on a generic course that I wanted to get involved in. I've now got to commit myself, well and truly nail my ear to the phone for 18 hours, and I will do that. I'm not the most consistent person on the planet. If I was, in 4 months, I'd have been diamond. Whose fault is it? It's mine. Yeah. Always remember this. If you point at somebody to blame them, there's 3 fingers pointing back at yourself. Yeah. So no, Dave, it's not your fault. It's mine because I've got the 3 fingers pointing back. All right. Consistency is king. Work, work, work. Do the activity, do the skills. That's me. Hopefully, you'll get all the training done, you'll get everything done, and you will be on the flight line with the rest of the jet jockeys, earning an income that you'll be too embarrassed to tell your friends about. Thanks for your time. I'm going to hand back now to Dave, who's going to tell us a lot more about, get this one, Dave, hashtag May Madness.
Thanks, Stuart. Thanks for the energy. Some great nuggets woven into the fundamentals of getting started. Those first 30, 60 days, as Stuart has expressed, is vital. Those fundamentals can build your cornerstones to your business. So all I wanted to remind everybody was obviously tomorrow night, the One Mondo team training is vital. It's one of our calendar commitments to our own businesses every Monday, 9 p.m. UK time. Again, Stuart mentioned the Google Calendar. So if you've not created your Gmail account, please go ahead and do that. Get it over to, ready for this, pen and paper, key numerical 4 health numerical 1, key 4 health 1 at gmail.com. And then you'll have an invitation to be able to download all the events. And then you'll have it on your app, you'll have it on your desktop, and you'll never have to ask anybody, well, what, where, or when. And finally, May event. May has kicked off. Those who succeeded or achieved the 10 action points in April, congratulations to you. Congratulations to you. For those who just fell slightly short and felt that you may have missed out, you have a second chance in May. But those who qualified in April were qualifying for May's volume. Those who qualify in May qualify for May's volume. So 2 opportunities. Create those 15 action points this month and get 200% ECB. Or at the end of the month, if you're full short again, just go ahead and invest in one of those top-up packs, and all that volume in May beforehand will be applied to 200%. So there's no reason why anybody coming in now for the rest of the May doesn't also qualify for 200%. We just got to show them, got to lead them and show them the fundamentals. So Stuart, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Can't wait till June. Who's going to speak in June? Ooh. We don't know yet, but tremendous job, Stuart. Thank you for your energy, teaching us, refreshing us. And guys, this will be uploaded again. But again, when you start a new partner tomorrow, if you're new yourself, make sure you got an upline going through the getting started with you so you can do the me, we, you. Watch your sponsor start your new person the way they should be started properly, and you can learn as your business is being built. So with that said, one last reminder for those who are into that personal growth, we have our weekly mindset call at 8 p.m. every Sunday. I'd encourage many of you to invite many of your organizations, because it's not what you know, it's how many people in your group are developing at the same level or even faster than you, because personal growth is the key to your financial prosperity. So we'll see you all very soon. Let's all give Stuart a wave and applause. And who's next? Who's next? Message us personally in DM. Who's ready to step up and do a getting started training, because we're ready for more speakers to take the platform. Take care, everybody. Good night. Well done, Stuart. Thank you very much.